Greetings, my beloved clients. I'm going to do another one because I'm sitting in a long line and I was just thinking about you guys. So, I want to talk to you about the difference between investing and speculation. And it's real important that we understand this difference. So, let me give you an example. Let's say I went and bought a sack of beans, and I paid $5 for this sack of beans. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and plant this sack of beans. And my expectation is that I'm going to harvest 100 sacks of beans. This one sack of beans, once I plant them and they grow, it's going to turn into 100 sacks of beans, right? So that $5 investment is going to turn into $500 is my expectation. Okay. Now, I don't know what the price of beans is going to be when I harvest them, and I don't know how big my harvest is going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be 100, but let's say it's only 80, and I'm guessing the price is going to be $5 like it is now, but let's say it's only 4. So I still turn my $5 into $320, even if the price is low or the harvest is not as big as I expected. But it could go the other way too. It could, harvest time, it could be $6, and I ended up getting 120 sacks of beans out of that, and I made $720. But I have an idea that it's going to be about 100 to 1. That's an investment that requires work and requires time. That's investing. What is speculating? Speculating would be, I bought the sack of beans at 5 because I think I could sell it at 6. Because I think there's going to be a storm and it's going to hurt the crop of beans, and the demand is going to outpace the supply, and the beans are going to go from 5 to 6. That's speculation. That's not investing. Speculating on the price of one same sack of beans, right? That's very risky. That requires looking at the clouds and looking every day and understanding what the Fed's saying and interest rates and worrying about what the president said. And that's speculation, okay? Trying to make money off the short-term price movements of an asset. Investing is seeing the potential for this to grow from 1 to 100 over time and making your money that way. Okay, let me give you another example. Let's say I buy a calf that's a 50-pound calf, and I have a grassy field behind my house, and there's a lake back there. So I buy this calf, I let it graze in the field and drink from the lake, and over time, that 50-pound calf becomes what? A 500-pound steer, right? So now I'm going to sell, I bought 50 pounds of beef, and I'm going to sell 500 pounds of beef, right? That's an investment. Speculating would be, I went and bought 100 pounds of beef, speculating on the price of that same 100 pounds of beef is going to go up from here because of something that I predict that might happen in the future. Okay, so that's the difference between speculating and investing. I can give you another example. If I could have an orchard of orange trees, and every year I get a harvest, right? And that's my return. That's an investment. Speculating on the price of orange juice, that's speculation, right? And those are things you could do. There's something I did when I was in Haiti. We'd get food shipped into us every 2 weeks, and it was way too much, and so we bought a couple pigs. And guess what we had before long? 10 pigs. So 2 pigs turned into 10 pigs, right? And that's an investment, because one was male and one was female, for you city folks. And we were not speculating on the daily price of pork bellies. We were investing in pork. Okay, so it's real important to see that difference, and to not be so focused on the price movements, and to be more interested in value creation. So if I see Chipotle and they have 500 stores in 6 states, and I say, wow, that's a great store, there's always a line, and they have a good product, and people seem to really like it, I could see that before long they're going to have 5,000 stores in 50 states. That's an investment. To just speculate on the price because they had a problem with their tomatoes or blah blah blah, that's speculation. Okay, so let's say I have a buddy that has that grassy field behind his house and the lake, but he doesn't have any money. So I say, hey, let's go buy this 50-pound calf. I'll put up the money, you put up the grass in the lake, and we'll split the profits. Okay, that's me being a capitalist. I provide the capital, he provides the labor, we work together, and we both make money. Or let's say I have a buddy that has a field, and but he doesn't have any money, and he comes to me and he goes, hey, why don't you help me buy these beans? You put in the capital, I'll put in the labor, and we'll split the profits. Right? That's what investing is, and that's what we do. We find a company that is able to grow over a period of time, from 500 stores to 5,000, or from a national company to an international company, or from a local company to a national company, or Tesla from making 10,000 cars to making 1 million cars over a period of 10 years, right? And we provide the capital, they provide the labor, and we share the profits. Okay, we're not speculating on the daily price of that asset. And all those things I talked about, soybeans, pork bellies, orange juice, beef, wheat, you can speculate on those prices. There's a market for that, and there's a market to speculate on stocks as well. But there's also price movements happen on a daily basis. Value creation happens over time, over long periods of time. Okay, 5, 10 years. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at value creation. We're looking at companies that are creating value, that are growing from $1 million company to $100 million company, or from $100 million company to $1 billion company over time, and we're providing them capital. Okay, and we're sharing in those profits. We're not speculating on the day-to-day price of that one thing. So hopefully that helps distinguish between speculation and price, and speculation and investing. And we do the latter, invest. We don't worry too much about short-term price movements, because that would put us in the realm of speculation. So hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.